Shalom, as always, all praises, honor, and glory goes out to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakahak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, brothers, pushing out the word in sincerity and truth. Also, shalom to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, this one will be quick, straight to the point, and edifying. So I'll start off here in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, right? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the director of our life. You know, this is his video game. He zeroed it, and we're merely just characters that he directs and instructs what to do for our benefit or for our correction. Life lessons. We might go through certain tests to learn certain things, to build certain character, to build, to shape us into certain, the type of men that Yahweh Shemel Shai wants us to be. But it's very important not to lean on the understanding of what we want to do in this life, what we think is best. Yes, it's okay to, strive for certain things and apply yourself to achieve certain things, whatever it may be. It's not just one thing, it's many things, but ultimately what it is Yahweh Shemel Shai knows what's best for us. Like, he knows what would be beneficial to us, whether it's a job, whatever it may be. He knows what may be beneficial to us in the long run and what we need. So you may want something, or striving for something, or you're pushing for something, or the Yahweh Shemel Shai has set you in a path, and you see something that you may think, that's the goal or what's going to happen, but things can just change, and he shows you something else. He puts you in a different direction, and that direction oftentimes is the best direction. Not oftentimes, all the time, because Yahweh Shemel Shai does not make any mistakes, right? Everything happens for a reason. So I say that to say, verse 6 reads, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path, right? So it's always important. The brothers were going into it recently. It's always important to say, Lord willing, because it's always the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, not our will. So when I see the direction of certain things changing in my life, I understand it more and more, and I embrace it, because I know it's the will of the Lord, and the Lord knows what's best for me. And he's all knowing, Yahweh is all knowing. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? And it says, verse 7 says, be not wise in thine own eyes, fear Yahweh Bahasham Shai, and depart from evil. Right? So don't just lean on how much you may know, and how much you may want something. You gotta look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is that we're supposed to acknowledge him in all our ways, and he will direct our path. So I'll go into this is Proverbs again, chapter 20, verse 24. It reads, man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? Right. So we don't really understand our way. It's like a baby. A baby, needs to be guided, needs to be taught, needs to be led. We're all babes to Yahweh Shemel Shai. We don't understand our way. This thing called life, and the spirits and all the different aspects of this life that we battle in, this truth especially, specifically, we don't really know what to do, and only Salak and Yahweh Shai knows this. They know that, because we need guidance. We're only able to make certain decisions because of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So whatever is in our heart, or whatever we may desire sometime, again, like, if it's beneficial to us in this time, it will be permitted. But if it's not, Yahweh Shemel Shai will direct our steps differently into the right direction to meet whatever it is we're supposed to meet and receive, whether it's judgment, whether it's an experience, whether it's a test, whether it's the deliverance through from a certain situation through, a brother or a family member, or a random people in work, whatever it may be, what may be opportunity, just to elaborate a little more, whatever the situation may be. It could be anything, because we all have different walks and different fight, different things that we go through, and ultimately goes back to knowing that man's goings are of Yahweh Shem Shai. Don't be worrying about understanding like your own way, when Yahweh Shem Shai is the one that pretty much permits and directs and allows certain things to happen. And I'll just read this before the final precept. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 10, and it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So all we're supposed to do is trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, fear him, and call upon him, pray without ceasing. Because we can apply ourselves, and that's what we're supposed to do in this life, apply ourselves in what we may want and what we may want to achieve, whatever Yahweh Shem Shai allows ultimately. But it's not always going to go as you may have planned it. It may be very similar, but it's always going to be for the benefit of you and the benefit of you, pretty much. Like it's always going to be the right decision, the correct decision, not what we may want, right? It's like you may like fried chicken, but the fried chicken is not necessarily good for you. So the Lord may give you boiled chicken. You know what I mean? Still chicken, but it's boiled and it's more beneficial for you, even though you may not like it as much. It's a small example, It's way more far out than that, because the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai are, way above us. So this is a final precept I'll read, Lord willing. This is Jeremiah chapter 10. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 20, and it reads 23, and it reads, O Yahweh, I know the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. Exactly. That's pretty self-explanatory based on what I've been saying. Verse 24 reads, O Yahweh Shem Shai, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Right, so not with anger, right? Because Yahweh Shem Shai can judge us in the right direction. His judgments are correction. His judgments lead us, to the betterment of whatever situation we may be in. It's always about finishing the race or finishing that task or that test. Just like, you have to look at Yahushua. Nothing that we're going through in this life can be comparable to Yahushua. So whatever it may be, and after I say this to myself first and foremost, finish whatever test it may be. As Yahushua has finished, certain tests for us and endured certain things for us. He endured all of the pain of our iniquity, and our sins. And he, pretty much felt like he was forsaken, at the moment when he was on the cross, because of Yahweh Shem Shai putting all of our iniquity on him in a specific moment, right? So none of us are experiencing that level of pain or trial or tribulation, whatever you want to call it. So it is very important to just trust on Yahweh Shem Shai, because just as how Yahweh Shai was directed by his father, we are all subject to that. Because what's the head? The head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh, and the head of man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of woman is man, and the head of children are the woman. So we're all subject to the order of Yahweh Shem Shai and his will. Again, let me read this again, and it reads, let me read it in the NLT. I know Yahweh Shem Shai that our lives are not our own. We're not able to plan our own course, right? So that's the point. We can think we're planning it in the flesh, but it's ultimately what Yahweh Shem Shai allows and sees beneficial for us. You may be doing certain things successfully, and then Yahweh Shemel Shai just crashes it because it's not necessarily beneficial to you. Maybe what's beneficial to you is, starting from the ground up again, and trusting in him more. It's very important to not, lean on your own understanding, as I was reading, right? So correct me, Yahweh, but please be gentle. Do not correct me in anger, for I would die. Right? And Yahweh Shemel Shai knows these things, right? You know, it's just very important to not lean on your own understanding, going forward into this truth, into this ministry, and be content. That's something that the Lord has been, showing me and teaching me more and more for a long while. Be content with whatever is happening. And at one point, I could say probably like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, yeah, no, I wouldn't be as I wouldn't have this level of understanding, and acceptance with certain situations because we're in the flesh. But whatever it may be, I know that it's coming from Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Whatever, it doesn't matter how bad it is or how good it is. It's called Allah Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Thor Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because the good times and bad times come from Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And I thank Yahweh Shem Yahshai for both of them, because there's always something righteous to take out of bad times and something righteous to take out of good times. When you're doing right by Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's going to reward you in the best way possible, not in how you may see it and I would like this. No, the reward is going to come perfect. It's going to come whatever deliverance or whatever small reward the Lord may give you, small wins, because we get small wins here and there. Whatever it may be, it's going to be the right one. It's not going to be necessarily what you want all the time, right? So Lord willing, that was edifying, and I think I pretty much made the point. Shalom.